welcome back to the Pike Homestead. So today we're just kind of doing a bunch of chores. We got to get some plants in the ground because they've just been growing like crazy in our grow room. And then, yeah, we're just going to do bits and pieces. So we're just going to bring you around today with just, you know, day in the life of our chores and things. Here, let's go see if we see any peas. A couple of beans growing for some peas. These are the only ones that are kind of really big, but yeah, things are starting to grow in our mess of a jungle of a garden. So just tidying up our patch and cleaning up the corn. I was looking down the soy aisles to see if we had any soy growing. Doesn't look like we are because they were just got too covered with everything else. So I don't think we're going to get any soy this year. We do have our wheat, so what I'm going to do is go through our wheat patch and pull out things that are taller than the wheat berries, so when it comes to harvest in a couple of months we'll be able to really get those out nicely without having to worry about picking through other stuff. But our wheat is doing really good actually, so I'm excited for that. Okay, so my plan of thinning out the junk in the wheat field is a no-go. Basically, the whole thing is just wheat intertwined with everything else, so I can't even make pathways, so we'll just let it go wild and we will deal with the sorting at harvest time. That way we can just clear cut and pick it out afterwards, so that's no problem. Show you some of the other things I was working on. So these two rows here are what was supposed to be soy. Again, I don't see any soy plants starting up, so it's a little sad. And then we've got our corn row here, so we'll see if it actually gets big enough to grow some corn by the end of the season. Hopefully it will. Here I have some carrots in here, and then it's supposed to be melon, but I don't see any melons growing, and then at the very end it's corn. And then these three are amaranth, which you can start to see growing, so I'm just going to tidy those out, as well as our peas and beans. Weeded that down a little bit and made room for the ones that are going to be growing. We put in our rows for the other stuff we got to plant in here, so that's our kale and our tomato plants and stuff that we have growing inside. I'm gonna put these outside and hopefully they'll grow and start fruiting for us. But we're gonna stop and have some lunch first, and then we will be back at it after. So it's another day, and we're just kind of getting the last kind of row. We planted our tomatoes, we planted our peppers, and a bunch of beets, and a bunch of kale. So we're just going to be putting in a bunch of lettuce seeds, some chives, a couple of onions, radishes, and some spinach, and then get those in some cover. So that's what we're doing at the moment. Adam's busy cleaning out the chickens and stuff today, so yeah, just more chores, more things to do, so let's get to it. So it's another hot day, so just doing a few errands. We gotta harvest all the wheat today, so that's what we're gonna be doing. But I wanted to show you guys the pumpkin flowers, just because. Oh, all our pumpkins down there, getting ready to grow. Our sunflowers are getting a bit taller. We got our broccoli and cauliflower down here. We got our kale that might do okay, some beets down the end. And then this is all the new stuff we planted. So there's some herbs coming up, some lettuce coming up in chunks. We got some radishes under that tent, and some onions and that under this one. So yeah, looking forward to that. We have some tomato and pepper plants here. Most of them survived the transport, some of them doing really good. So got our first bundle here of wheat all tied up. Now we are going to be hanging this upside down for it to continue to dry out, and then once dried out, we take the next step of getting the seeds out and making some wheat, some flour from this. So I still got tons to do in there. It was just a small little batch, but yeah. Hey everyone, so this is editor me just saying I forgot to say bye. My last couple of recordings were really weird, but basically we managed to start harvesting our wheat yesterday, and really kind of cutting it down. We kind of lost our scythe though, so we're just waiting to look for that one. Not our scythe, our sickle, so our small one. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I know this was a little bit of a mismatch of kind of what we're up to in the garden, but I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.